Hi everyone, it's Tony and I am back with another mobility and strength class. We are going to be close to the earth today, and you can do this sitting in your bed, you can do this sitting on a couch, you can get down on your floor, on your mat, whatever is comfortable for you. I bring these mobility and strength class to you as gentle introductions into you taking what you need from each one of these sequences and creating returning habits for you, returning sequences for you. A little bit every day makes huge transformations in our body. So just being mindful of that no matter where you are, if you are a beginner, or if you've been doing practicing mobility and strength for a long time, this is for you. These are quick, easy, and accessible. So to start, let's just bring your hands onto the knees first. Let those shoulders move up, back, and down. Always nice before you get into any physical movement with your body is to take it in and check in and just see how things are feeling. So as you move, you can move with awareness to creating openness and space and strength in those particular areas. That's why movement and any type of physical wellness you give to yourself is unique to yourself. So I offer you to take what you need. We're going to extend the arms out as if you're reaching for abundance and ready to receive it. Left arm under the right, and just bring yourself in. Give yourself a nice big hug. Real gentle this first one. Just noticing how things feel along the back side of your body. Exhale that out. Lift up again and just recross. So left lower, right upper. I want to rock so bad, but we're not there yet, right? So let the shoulders come up, back, and down. Extend those arms out like a T the next time, reaching those fingertips for the spaces that they face, left lower, right upper. We're going to deepen this hug this time and walk your fingers in towards each other. Give yourself a great, big, nice, gentle squeeze. For the beginning of your day, the middle of your day, or the end of your day, wherever you're taking this at. Let's extend that out once more. Right arm lower, left arm top this time, and so give yourself a great big hug. Be kind and gentle with yourself. That is the first step in mobility and strength, honoring thyself. And as we do, we're going to begin to just take the body around in a nice circle. Noticing how things feel, a rocking hug. I offer you to take these circles and just softly give yourself a few kind words. Unique to you, personal to you. Next time you're in the center, stop there and just go in the opposite direction. And I say kinds of words of kindness because often we find that hard to do, great to do for others, but quite the challenge to do for ourselves. So really utter to yourself a nice kind word. Okay? And then come back to center. Release those arms down. Bring the palms onto the fronts of the knees. Here's Uber. And with the hands on the knees, with the hands on the knees, we're going to move into some seated cat-cow. So take a nice breath in, open your chest, let the shoulders roll back, chin up. Little mobility. Exhale, round out through the spine, hollowing out the belly, releasing the breath. Seated cat-cow. You're at a stoplight, you have a few moments, maybe you're in a traffic jam. Get a cat-cow and some breathing in. Mobility, letting the body know that you are aware of its needs and you are going to do what you can to create gentle moments of space, offering the muscles to become stronger, more flexible and lengthen. Last one here. And round it out. Bring those shoulders up, back, down, and around. And then let's uncross those legs, getting out of that cross leg. I like to sit on a little blanket here. So if the bare ground or whatever you're sitting on, if you're not on the bed or a chair, even the chair you can put a cushion in. But extend those legs out and just wiggle them out for a few. And then we're going to move into a nice forward fold, working on the lower back and the length of the legs. Again, gentle movements. It doesn't matter how far deep you can go. Take the first few breaths and just scan yourself. So bring the arms out and up. It's also nice to take a nice gentle soft bend in your knees. It'll really support that hamstring lengthening and discomfort in your lower back. So as you exhale from the top of the hips, fold forward. Knees can start to bend just a little if it's too much. Bring your hands on the outside of the shins, ankles. Maybe you can reach for the outsides of your feet. Drop your shoulders so they're not hunching up by the ears. And then fold a little deeper to wherever you are. This is a nice one. If you have a nice sofa, you can sit on your sofa at the end of the day and just get a nice stretch here, folding forward. And lengthen all the way back up. And then take a nice forward fold again. Mobility and strength. Some of them, it sounds so simple, and yet we all often find it such a challenge to incorporate in our lives. So this is why I offer you this selection of different mobility movements that you can take what you need. You don't need to do the whole sequence in 15 minutes. Maybe you only have 5 minutes, and the gentle sitting down is working for you. So before we flip over, I do want to come back to the legs crossed, and we're going to take a nice twist. These twists are good for your digestive system. If you're experiencing menstrual cramps or you're feeling full from a meal, a great way to get things moving and helping the peristalsis that helps get our stools and elimination. So let's take the arms. Right arm will come up. Reach that right hand behind you. You have a plant. Watch out for the plant. Lift up through the finger pads of that right hand and extend the left arm up. And turning from the waist, mobility. Begin to turn from the waist over towards your right side and let the back of that left hand rest on that thigh. And just gently, each time you inhale, feel like you're being pulled up from the crown of your head, and your finger pads are also like a kickstand lifting you up. And as you exhale, begin to twist a little deeper. If it's appropriate for your head and neck, you can take the gaze right out over that right shoulder. Mobility, gentle, gentle, gentle entry. Maybe turning your head isn't for you. Maybe turning the chest all the way isn't for you. Okay? Listen to your body. Okay? I give instructions. You make the decisions on what your body needs in those instructions. Let's lift both hands back up. Exhale it out. Bring the hands on the fronts of the legs. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. Balance. It's important in mobility and in strength that you do things in balance. If you're pressed for time, you say, oh, wow, I went through one sequence. Do just one movement to make sure that you get both sides. Right arm comes out. And as you begin to twist from the top of that waist, bring the back of that right hand onto the top of that left knee. I am sitting on a blanket. I say that to you. So if you need to elevate that floor a little bit, please always do. If you find that you're twisting really deep, but this leg is lifting up on the opposite leg, come out of that. Breathe into it and honor where you are in that moment. And gently, as you inhale and exhale and move mindfully, allow things to deepen out, creating more space. So again, if it's appropriate for your head and neck, take the gaze out over that shoulder. If you feel like to get there, you're shrugging those shoulders, drop that down. Maybe you come out of it a bit for a breath and then enter in. Mobility, mobility. Mobility keeps you moving. Bring those arms out and come all the way back to center. This time when we extend our legs out, just give them a nice wiggle out, and I want you to turn onto your hands and knees. Again, I'm going to use my blanket here because my knees are super sensitive. So listening to yourself, if you need to pad your knees, please do. There was once upon a time when I would never use padding and props because my ego was so big that I thought using that meant I was not strong enough in my own body. Now I know I'm strong in my physical body, but also in my emotional and mental body to say, hey, we need some assistance here. So from the hands and knees, a couple of cat-cows. So I like my toes tucked under, pressing out of those toes. You can press your toes under to give your feet a nice stretch right through the arches, or you can press the tops of your feet down, giving the fronts of those feet a nice stretch. Wherever you are, come into a neutral spine, and as you breathe in, mobility. Let the breath fill your body. Feel that belly drop down towards the earth and get long in your arms, chin up. This is so delightful. So suppose you only have 5 minutes. This cat-cow in your bed or on the floor is great. Round out, and as I round out here, here's something else you can do. So I've been stretching my feet with my toes under. As my head drops down, I'm going to untuck those feet and just give the tops of those, fronts of those ankles a nice stretch. So you do what works for you. These are just options and variations that I am giving you, okay? How many? That's a question for you to answer. In the mobility and strength classes that I put together, I want this really to be individual and unique to you. So again, I give you instructions and suggestions, and you take what you need, honoring your body, building a regular practice of mobility and strength. Press up out of the palms, meet me in this neutral spine. Let's get into the hips here. So bending, the knees are bent. You're going to lift that left knee up off the mat. I was going to say bend into the left knee, but the left knee is already bent. Press the foot, the sole of that foot up towards the ceiling. Press up out of your palms, and we're going to tap down 3 times. 1, like you're pressing up towards the ceiling. 2, okay. 3, and the next time we bring that knee up, we're going to bring it up, get long in your arms, turn it out towards the side, and little hip mobility. Nice circles. As you do these circles, the natural reaction of many bodies is to lean that weight into the right side. I want you to try to stay neutral in that and stay centered. Next time you're here, come to center, lift that foot up, and we're going to go in the opposite direction. So as you exhale, take it around the other way. This is such an amazing stretch for your hips. Nice range of motion, mobility as the body ages. And again, this can be 25 to 35, 35 to 45, and so on and so on. Your body is aging no matter where you are. Be grateful and blessed that you are around to have an aging body. Last time here, bring that knee back down. But your aging body needs tender, loving care through all the decades. Cat-cow pose, just to recenter myself here. And then we're going to move on to the opposite side. For me, that's the right side. If it's for you, lift your right knee up. If it's your left, lift your left. Press that foot up towards the ceiling, and we tap down 3 times. 1. So gentle, so small, big results. I guarantee you put this sequence or mix and match what you see me have here into your own mobility and strength sequence, you will see a significant change in your physical, mental, and emotional body. That was one extra for you, so it touches down here. Next time, bring that knee up, and then as you exhale, take it around in those circles. This has become one of my favorite mobility exercises to do. My hips and lower back tend to get tight. And then take it around the opposite direction. Beginning of the day, into the day. In the mornings, I like to do this usually in my bed. And then the evening, I'll come on the floor and get it done. Oh, it's so amazing. And you might find yourself getting a little warm here. Down, and then inhale, cat. Exhale. Okay, so from here, I want you to remove your padding if you had any, like I did, and then we're going to make our way right down onto the front body. Okay, tops of the feet come onto the earth. Just let your arms stretch out for a moment. Let your forehead come onto the space, your pillow, your bed, wherever you are, and then bend into your elbows. Bring those inner elbows towards your side body. Palms are right next to the chest here. Let your forehead rest on the mat, and then press down and forward through your palms, feeling the sides of your neck getting long. Take a nice breath in, and then on your next breath, lift your forehead, chin, and the fronts of your shoulders. Options. So if you're in your bed, the mattress could be too soft. So if you have a firmer mattress, this is good for the bed. If not, I recommend you take it down to your mat. You can be here just opening up the fronts of your chest, pressing right through the length of your legs from the tops of the toes into the mat. Press down and forward once more. Feel your hips and pelvis really meet the earth, the pillow, the couch, wherever you are. Hug those arms in and then bringing up just a little deeper. So my elbows are bent here. You can be here, remember, or you can be here. If you want to extend out a little more and open up, keep those hips moving towards the floor. Tops of the feet come onto the mat, and we can come up in a nice up dog. So lifting the fronts of the thighs off the mat just a little bit. The arms come straight here without locking, so there's still some bounce in them, bend in them, I should say. Chin up, chest up. And then exhale. So remember, this may not be you. Maybe you have not created this amount of mobility as of yet. Bend into the elbows and bring it down. Bend a little bit deeper and bring it down. And be where your body is calling your name. Exhale all the way down. Let's let those arms come out. Take a nice breath. Check things out here. And then I just want you to roll over onto the back body as we begin to round out this week's mobility and strength sequence. Bring your knees your feet onto the floor and bring your right knee into your chest. Bring the hands behind the hamstring or the front of that shin and extend the left leg out, bringing the knee in towards the chest. So check your shoulders, put them up towards your ears, and then let the backs of those shoulders melt down onto the space beneath you and down away from the ears. Here's a little foot and ankle work here, taking those toes, that heel, in a clockwise rotation. The back of the extended leg is moving down into your mattress or the earth beneath you, the couch, wherever you are. Take that in the opposite direction here. And then one of my all-time favorite mobility moves. Exhale, release that right foot down, bend into the left knee, is the figure 4. It is so popular, and it's popular for a reason. It is extremely, extremely beneficial to your body. We have that right leg out. What is wrong? Look at Uber. Have that right leg out, and then lift the left knee up off the mat. Take your hands behind the hamstring of the bent knee. The elbow goes into inside of that right thigh and move it away from you as you bring the left knee into you. So this is far enough. You don't want to pop up off the mat and press into your lower back. You'll be here. This is a movement I do morning, afternoon, and in the evening. Usually, if I'm sitting in a chair during the day, for sure, this is one I do in the chair. And if you're not sure what that looks like, reference my video from last week. Drop that left foot down, and we're just going to switch that over. Right leg comes down, left knee comes in. Front of the shins are behind the hamstring, whatever your body is asking for as you extend out the right leg. Bringing the knee into the chest, dropping the backs of the shoulders towards the earth. Mobility in that ankle and those feet. The weight of our body is carried daily, held up and supported, not only by your feet, but your ankles as well, and the knees and all of that. So in mobility, that's why you focus on the entire body with awareness. And if you haven't, start going in the opposite direction, please do. Extend that left leg up and then down. Bend back into both knees. Left ankle behind the right. Let's wrap this up here. Bend into the knee, pressing the outer left leg away from you. Ooh, as you bring the right knee in. You can tell what you're holding on to, what needs a little bit more attention and awareness, where you put most of your weight at. Once you become in tune with the needs of your body, things become a lot clearer. Your wellness improves because you begin to honor the little crick, 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 crick before they begin to become big pains and problems. Let's release that out. Lower that right foot and the left foot. Take your time and roll over. And there you have it, you guys. Another week of mobility and strength. Again, I put these short sequences together for you to help you create and keep space, movement through mobility, but also recognizing that as the body ages, and again, you're aging. If you're watching this, you are blessed to be aging, no matter what decade of aging you're in. Start early, and this just becomes routine. It's almost like standing up. If I don't move my body with awareness daily, I am not in balance. I want that to be what your body responds to you too when you're not moving. So a little bit of mobility builds strength, and it goes a long way. Until next time. Oh, before we go though, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like this video and leave a comment if there's something that you're working through, or ache or pain or tightness that you have somewhere and you want Nurse Tony to help you out. Leave that comment in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel, turn on your notifications, and I will be back next week with another one. Bye, you guys.